Hi, my name is Shilpa, and today we'll be working with the fundamentals of pranayama. Pranayama is the bridge between the inner and the outer practices of yoga. It is the most important aspect of pranayama is breath regulation. All of yoga, all of the science of yoga, if I can say so, is all about regulating the breath. Because when the breath is regulated, the mind is regulated. And when the mind is regulated, then we can attain that state of cessation of the fluctuations of the mind. As the yogis say, yoga's chitta vritti nirodha. And in order to attain that state, regulating the breath is key. So today we're going to work with the fundamental practice, which is the full yogic breath. Once you have established diaphragmatic breathing, then you're ready to come into the full yogic breath. The full yogic breath is wonderful in that you will see that it really helps you to feel the fullness of our breath, which we seldom get an opportunity to in our daily lives. We're mostly grabbing for air and mostly breathing too much or breathing from the chest. So the full yogic breath is a fantastic way to really feel like you're grounding yourself in the breath and breathing all the way down into your lower belly. So we're going to start with this technique, but using mudras. Mudras, the yogis were amazing scientists who discovered that with the use of mudras, you could actually feel the breath in different sections of the body. So today we're going to start to use what is called Jnana Mudra or Chin Mudra as it is called, in order to induce the breath in the belly. That's the first step. The first thing we learn in the full yogic breath is really feeling that beautiful motion that we did in our previous lesson. We worked with diaphragmatic breathing and that lovely motion of the diaphragm back and forth. So now we're going to take our fingers. I have my friends seated. Posture is key. In the previous lesson, I talked about keeping the belly relaxed and not gripping the belly. The other important aspect of pranayama is making sure that you're really seated in a way that with the head, neck, and trunk in a straight line, and having that slight tone in the diaphragm so that the belly is not completely loose and neither is it you're gripping it. It just has the perfect tone. So sitting upright and having the two curves of your spine and really scooping the arms, because that helps you to really sit much more upright and the lift of the sternum. Now you're going to take your fingers into Chin Mudra, and the palms can be either down or up. And now you're going to start to feel with one palm, place one palm on the belly and one with Chin Mudra. So one hand in Chin Mudra, the other palm on your belly. And relax the shoulders, relax the muscles of your face. Now just feel the motion with one hand in Chin Mudra, one palm on the belly. To continue to feel that lovely motion of the belly as you inhale and exhale. Inhale, slowing down the breath again, and exhale, slowing down the breath, and really focusing on the breath in the belly. Now place the other palm into Chin Mudra. So you have both palms in Chin Mudra. And you're going to start to feel the natural rise and fall of the belly. With each breath. And now once you've established that, we're going to explore the second mudra. The second mudra is called Chinmaya Mudra. So you're going to take your fingers, index and thumb joint, the other three fingers dropping down. And you're going to place your palms on the lap again. Now, one palm on the rib cage and one on your lap. You're going to feel the breath more, as you can see, the rib cage laterally expanding and contracting. So you're going to start to feel the motion of the rib cage in 4 directions: forwards, sideways, backwards, and inwards. And really feeling that lovely motion. Once you've established that, take the other palm too in the same mudra and place both palms in that mudra. Relax the shoulders. If you need to scoop your arms again, so that you're really starting to, the shoulder blades should be integrated into the back. You have a beautiful upright posture. And now you're starting to feel that lovely motion of the rib cage. Chinmaya Mudra. Just a few moments of feeling the breath sideways. If you're having difficulties feeling it, you can even place one arm in front and one behind so that you feel the motion there. So if you're having difficulties with feeling it using the mudra, you should feel it with the mudra. But if you're having any difficulties, feel free to do that. And continue a couple more seconds. And then you're going to slowly take the palms now. Take your thumbs here just to feel the breath in the upper chest before we assume the mudra. So now you're going to feel the breath more in the upper chest. And now the mudra for that is Adi Mudra. So you're going to take your thumbs, close the fingers, and place it back on your lap. Shoulders relaxed. Scoop your arms if you need to so that the neck has no tension whatsoever. Completely free. And now, mentally feel as if you're breathing all the way into your upper chest. So feel as if your upper chest is now mobilized by your breath. And now that you have felt the breath in all 3 sections, I repeat, Chin Mudra, Chinmaya Mudra, Chinmaya Mudra, Adi Mudra, and the final one is called Brahma Mudra. So now you're going to take both palms and close your fingers. So it's a loose fist, there's no tension. Scoop your arms and take the knuckles pressing into each other around the area just below your navel point, the dantian or the hara. Press it there, relax the shoulders, and now start to inhale all the way down into your lower belly. Feel as if the breath is moving from your nostrils, your upper chest is expanding, your rib cage, your lower belly on the inhale, as if you're filling up from the top to the bottom. As you exhale, feel the natural contraction all the way from the lower belly. The lower belly contracts, the rib cage contracts, and the chest muscles relax and contract as the breath comes out through the nose. So as you inhale, the breath moves all the way down from the top to the bottom, filling up until it fills up the lower belly. Then when you're about to exhale, feel the lower belly contract, the rib cage contract, and the upper chest contract. The breath comes out completely. So inhaling all the way down and exhaling from the lower belly all the way up. Eventually, you will be able to direct your breath all the way down into your pelvic diaphragm, feeling it slightly expand or relax. And then just before you exhale, feel a natural tone of your pelvic floor. Then the belly contracts, ribcage contracts, the upper chest contracts. And if that's not accessible to you, simply feel the fullness of the breath as it goes all the way down into your lower belly and all the way up from the lower belly, up and out, as if you're squeezing toothpaste out of a tube. And now once you have established that, place your palms back on your lap. We're now going to go into our next technique called the Ujjayi breath. So once you've understood the three-part breathing, you're ready to go into the next breathing called Ujjayi breath. Ujjayi is a wonderful technique which helps you to constrict the glottis and create resistance in the throat so that when you breathe, you're feeling the breath naturally prolonging, getting longer, slower, and deeper, which is one of the aims of yoga. Also, there's a soft sibilant sound, like the sound of the ocean waves. So if I were to ask you to try it this way first, just place one palm on your mouth, around your mouth area, and blow into it as if you're fogging a mirror. Now, that's one way you can feel it. Another way is to feel as if you're whispering the breath. So you feel like you're whisper. Now, I'd like you all to whisper the word whisper, really prolonging the R of the whisper. So can you try that now? Whisper. Now, close your mouth and see if you can whisper with your mouth closed. So creating that slight sibilant sound again, constricting the glottis. So, but with your mouth closed. Now, let's try it one more time. This time, we're going to partially whisper with mouth open, and then we're going to finally end the whisper with the mouth closed. Okay? So again, we're going to whisper. Mouth closed and continue to feel the sound. Again, once again, repeat. Inhale, whisper. And then now exhale, whisper. Whisper. Mouth closed by the end of the exhalation. Now whisper with your mouth closed completely. And now again, open your mouth and whisper with the mouth open first, and then close your mouth by the end of the whisper. Whisper. And now you're going to inhale, whispering with the mouth closed, making that whispering sound. And exhale with the mouth closed with the whispering sound. And you're also going to combine it with the three-part breathing. So you're going to whisper all the way down into your lower belly, from the top to the bottom. And then from the bottom to the top, whispering but with the mouth closed. And now making the sound even softer and sweeter and more sibilant. That was my inhalation. And now the exhalation, slow it down. Continue a couple more breaths and then just relax into your natural breaths. And notice how this has changed your natural breaths. It is important to make the whispering sound as slight as possible, so softer. As the practice starts to become more advanced, it becomes softer and softer and softer and softer, and becomes longer, more effortlessly, slower and deeper, more effortlessly. And once you've completed the three-part in Ujjayi, you will be ready to go into our next practice called the alternate nostril breathing. So we're now going to go into a very powerful, therapeutic, energizing, calming, balancing breathing technique called the alternate nostril breathing, or Nadi Shodhanam as it is called in yoga. This breathing technique helps to connect the body to the mind. It helps you to synchronize the brain hemispheres. It helps to equalize the flow of breath in both nostrils. It's a wonderful prelude to meditation. It brings about clarity to the mind. It also helps you to cleanse all the nerve channels in the body. I cannot tell you enough about the benefits of this breathing technique. Whenever you're feeling a little bit low in energy, you're feeling mentally foggy, confused, anxious, worried, or even on a daily basis, if you do this, it will help to regulate your ultradian and circadian rhythms. So it has loads of benefits. So the key here is your posture. Head, neck, and trunk in a straight line, ensuring that you have really good form when you're seated to do this practice. It's good to sit either in the cross-legged position or the sesa position, anything that gives you that lovely uplifted, upright posture. Because that's so important to have that slight tone in your diaphragm, which happens when you're seated upright, without being propped up or without being collapsed. And now scoop both the arms. The mudra here is called Vishnu mudra. So you have with your right hand, the first two fingers dropping, the ring and the little finger and the ring and the little finger joined together and rounded, the thumb rounded. The left hand comes into what is called Chin mudra, the index and thumb joined together, the other three fingers separate on the lap. So scoop both arms. Now you have the mudras. So index, middle finger down, the ring, little finger joined, thumb rounded. You're going to now, I beg your pardon, the ring and little finger rounded, the index and middle finger upright. Yeah. So it's this is the mudra. Yeah. And now you're going to scoop. You're going to take the index, middle finger to the eyebrow center, and you're going to partially open the left nostril, but fully close the right nostril. So and making sure that your head does not tip to the sides, your head is straight, the head over the neck, neck over the shoulders, shoulders over the hips, and your palms are turned around so that you have keeping the centered head, and then partially opening the left nostril, because it's daytime, it's the morning, we start with the left, and fully close the right nostril. And now you're going to start to breathe out through the left nostril, long, slow, deep, quiet breath. So you're going to exhale through the left nostril, and then you're going to inhale through the left nostril. Then fully closing the left and partially opening the right nostril, you're going to exhale through the right nostril. Long, slow, deep exhalation through the right. Then once again, inhale at the end of the exhalation. Inhale into the right nostril, all the way up. And then press the right, release the left. And gently, slowly, smoothly, quietly exhale through the left. And then gently, smoothly, slowly, quietly inhale through the left. Then press the left, partially open the right, and exhale through the right. Once again, really slowing down the breath. And continue. Create a smooth rhythm, avoiding jerks, avoiding sound, making sure the eyes are closed throughout the practice so that the mind is turned inwards and focusing on the breath. Pranayama is all about starting to turn the mind inwards, orienting the mind and senses inwards. And we are starting with that with this practice. So make sure the eyes are closed and you're inhaling all the way down, feeling as if you're nourishing the body on the inhale. And as you exhale, feel as if the body is starting to cleanse and relax. Inhaling, I nourish and energize and vitalize my body. As I exhale, I calm and relax. And breathe out, slowing down the breath. Calming, slowing, soothing breaths, breathing through one nostril at a time. You may do anywhere from 3 cycles to 6 to 9 to 12 cycles of this breathing. Anywhere from 5 minutes to 12 minutes to 15 minutes, no more than that. And after that, you will notice a big difference in your well-being, physical, mental, emotional. Try and commit to at least 5 at a minimum to 15 minutes a day. Maybe once or twice a day for this breathing technique. And notice how things start to change in your life. Notice how you have a clearer mind and a much more relaxed body. Thank you. And now, presuming that you have done anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes of this technique, bring your palms down and continue to keep your eyes closed and feel the breath between your nose bridge and the eyebrow center and the nose bridge. Or simply feel the breath flowing equally through both nostrils, just to feel the after effect of that calming breath, which helps you to equalize the flow of breath in both nostrils. So the breath is felt either through both nostrils flowing equally or through the nose bridge and the eyebrow center a few times, eliminating the pauses between the in-breaths and the out-breaths and letting the breath be very calm and slow and still. Thank you.